Hey, in today's video I share a quotes of Chris Hemisworth. If this is first time viewer watching my video or this is the first time visiting my channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. So let's begin. True happiness is not expensive. If it requires a high price, it's a fake. I choose to run towards my problems and not away from them, because that's what heroes do. Being a father is certainly a task, but the best one that I could ever ask for. Being home, being with the family, that's what it's about. It's important to be aware of different people's styles and how you adapt or change or steal their ideas. Anytime you have someone come up and say they love what you do and they get great joy from it is a very humbling experience. People who put themselves on the line and sacrifice their own safety for the greater good and for others, and anyone in any profession whose concern is the welfare for other people instead of the individual, are inspiring and important. As a kid, you run around the house pretending to be a superhero, and now to be doing it as a job, I feel very lucky. My father and I are very similar and have a wonderful relationship, but we both stand by our opinions. I have seen Thor, yeah? It's fantastic. Being that close to something, it's often pretty hard to watch yourself, but the film in so many ways is so impressive that I was swept along with it like an audience member, and that's a pretty good sign. The more conflict and contrast you have with a character makes it more interesting. I enjoy working on a movie that lets your imagination run wild. It's great to be a part of and watch. Anytime you have someone come up and say they love what you do and they get great joy from it is a very humbling experience. Keeping an open mind is always important. Child abuse is one of those issues that's very difficult to talk about because it's surrounded by guilt and shame and so on, but us avoiding that issue doesn't help those kids in need out there who need support. Each time you put the muscle back on, your body has that muscle memory and wants to hang on to it, so you just have to be well underfed and overtrained to get it off, and it's exhausting. Growing up, I always loved films that transport you to another world and has things you never see in everyday life. The opportunity to work with women who are at the top of my list of people I'd want to work with and who are my favorite women to watch on screen, was fantastic. I think the idea of a heightened reality and then the fantasy that we're able to be swept up in, and then these larger-than-life heroes and the possibility of someone much more powerful than we are and greater that can come and save the day, so to speak, is inspiring. It's much easier to hate someone on screen, if you actually like them off screen. It's a more enjoyable ride. There's nothing personal about it. Eating when you're not hungry and taking in that amount of food is exhausting. Every film has challenges and all of us are doing it together. All the cast is doing it together, so you keep each other motivated, I guess, and keep each other in check. Having a director who is also an actor makes for that very relaxed way of working, and it's empowering. I grew up in a household with two brothers and we lived in the bush. We were constantly building weapons and forts and things. But I didn't set out to be an action hero. There's a lot of pressure playing something that existed for so many years before you were involved, and already has a fan base. I approached it by doing it as well as I can. You get the part, sign the contract and start to realize millions of people follow this guy and know more about your character than you do. You come to America, and, if you do a big TV show, then you can be overexposed, or old, before you're new. I feel like I'm ready for any dangerous situation that might come my way, provided I have a hammer on me. As kids, our experiences shape our opinions of ourselves and the world around us, and that's who we become as adults. Strong female leads are important. I went from sort of trying to get work to all of a sudden being signed up for the next few years on something, and something of this scale with some of the best people in the business involved, acting and directing. It was a dream. Hey, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Make sure you hit the bell icon and see this video flashing on your